Okay. So is that us heading off then, or?
It's up to you guys. You guys want to get started a meeting? You guys want to talk to any of your NPCs? You know, now's the time. If not, then we just go on the road. I guess you can just talk to them on the road now I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that instead. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Varric is the one manning this, as I say, the stables. No, the reins. The entirety of the stables. Okay. He's the one holding the reins of the horses. It is a bigger wagon this time, one that has more horses. Before you only had 2, this one has 4. Show you. It's a bit bigger, it's a bit wider, it's also a bit more actually protective. So instead of like having gaps in the wooden backing where you put your back on when you're sitting, it's full wood with some quote-unquote shields tacked on the sides. The walls also go up higher, so the point that you can duck behind it in case of cover, if need be.
Very nice.
As you guys regroup the sails right before you hang off, Sonya just gives you all a look. Ready?
Yes.
As I'll ever be.
She takes a swig of some drink. Let's be off then. It's 2 hours to the place, apparently. I would say the time it took for Roshan to go to the ritual site probably took like 40 minutes, but only 20 on the way back. Because he's riding a witch doctor.
Oh, yeah.
What's the difference?
Do we know what he was going out there to do?
Nope. That's a good point, yeah. So you guys see
He just came back in this big ass, what was it called, a witch stalker?
Witch Stalker, that's his name.
Yeah.
He's a warg.
Okay, a warg, okay.
It's like a dog. It's like a wolf if you made it hella ugly.
The orc version of a wolf.
Okay, cool. So
if a human's a terrible bastard, that means, you know, a wolf is a terrible bastard. That means this is its bigger, tougher cousin. It's the one that does sound like, yeah, my cousin will come beat you up. It's one of those.
Alright, cool. Okay, so I'm just
yeah, we should roleplay that, I think about. So yeah, you guys are all just sort of chilling, getting potions and stuff distributed. Abigail still, or moreover, Varric still avoiding Abigail. Stuff like that. Sonya started talking with Varric about what the hell they're to expect. Stuff like that. And then suddenly...
I mean, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and assume that Wise has never seen a war. So...
I mean, you saw a forest and it freaked you out. It wouldn't be surprising.
I mean...
Yeah!
I mean,
You've
I know
seen
that's
dogs,
surprising.
though.
It's...
And it's clearly not like trying to like carry him in his mouth or anything. Sitting on the back.
Yeah, he's sitting on his back. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go, what the living fuck, and I'm gonna go like, yeah, I'm just, what the living fuck.
Oh, it's alive. What is that thing?
Full into attack mode.
Tanem calmly approaches and stops like a good, let's say, 5 paces away. Looks at the warg and then at Rajin.
Rashid.
I have sought out allies.
What the fuck is that?
A symbol. One that the gods should be trusted.
Abigail comes over and realizes wargs inhabited this planet.
They may or may not.
A warg is a
avatar.
Okay, good to know. Sandra, a warg is like, it's like a wolf, but bigger and tougher and stronger and more menacing. She gestures at Witch Stalker.
Is it on
Looking at
it's like a mega dire wolf.
I didn't know they got bigger than that. Crazy. Okay.
They always get bigger. There's always a way. Trust me.
Can I sort of gauge how lethal this warg is?
Quite.
You're looking at it for about 5 seconds. Like, damn.
If there's some sort of mechanical question you're asking, just ask it.
Where did you
peanut M&Ms, guys. Hell yeah. Oh. Forgot I had this.
Where did you even find it?
Does it go by a name?
It can only communicate to you, right, Russian?
So the weird thing about wargs is they actually know languages.
What?
But that doesn't necessarily mean they can speak, though. I think it says specifically, like, wait. It specifically would say, but it can't speak it. Does it say that for the warg?
Yeah, I think they can, but it depends on you.
Let me check it. Let me check the monster Manuel. Tango, stop.
Senor Manuel,
That's a sphinx.
tell us your information.
What is the deets?
Yeah, well, like he's doing that. Like, its name is the Witch Stalker, and I have beseeched it for power.
Tango, stop. It's on.
So, you're the one that's controlling it?
Tango, stop.
We are
You got it.
bonded.
Cast you away.
Not everything is
Okay,
in a
so-
relation of master and servant. This ferocious avatar you said, very powerful. I lower my head in respect.
As long as he doesn't try to eat me, I think we'll be fine.
It knows Goblin and Ward. Which is funny that it has its own language, but it makes sense. The thing is, you don't know Goblin, so if you want to like switch that out for Common, or Giant, or
Well,
Nevros.
luckily, Fine Steed lets it gain one language.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, then yeah, we can just put Common. Or Nevros.
Stick back.
Stick Stalker. So, again, if you've seen Princess Mononoke, it's like that. So it'll like growl, but its mouth will not actually talk or anything. You just sort of hear it sort of emanate out from it. Good inspiration, am I right? Be on, Tango, be on. Cast thee away.
Begone, thought.
Greetings, hunters.
Oh god, it talks.
Abigail takes a step away. They don't do that.
No, they do not. I don't even know what it is. I don't.
It's a warg.
Well, I
Went over
get. Yeah. Well,
I think at this point, Sandra's just gonna be like, "This is weird. It's happening," and she's just gonna do a bow and just jump in the back of the cart and ignore whatever the fuck else happens.
yeah. Can I just? Yeah. Can I just
To
do the same?
the
Just do a
witch
quick
doctor,
bow
I
and
say.
just Pick off.
The witch doctor.
Witch stalker.
Yeah, Witch Doctor's Diablo 3, come on.
Come on, Garth. Come on.
Yeah, it's not even a good Diablo. Moving on. What do you say to him?
It is going to be a pleasure and a privilege to hunt with you. And I turn to the others. Have you not traveled? Have you not seen stranger things?
No, I have not. Okay.
Most of my
Have you not seen Stranger Things?
Oh shit!
Ah! I'm done. Ending the session
No, I
there.
stopped after season 2.
I only watched 3 episodes, guys. Come on.
Farseer Scion does come over, like pulls a rifle off its strap that spans across her, crouches down to sort of get closer to like Witch Stalker's zone.
Eye level.
Well, Witch Stalker's a large creature, so I think its eye level isn't waist or something like a wolf would be. I think it'd probably be more akin to like chest height.
Ooh.
It's a large creature, is the thing. But yeah, regardless, she still does it. Goes on a knee and looks up at it and does a bow. An honor, Witch Stalker. If I might be perfectly honest, my tribe always made you seem like an unreal legend. So it's good to have you. He doesn't say anything, he just snarls. She does the bow and then leaves. He goes back to Varric. He's like, you know him? No one knows the Witch Stalker. You know, I know of him though. Does he kill Scornkin? I think he'll kill Scornkin better than any of us today. Tonight. Tomorrow. That's all I need to hear. Speaking of which, we should get going. Let's.
Yes.
You guys pitch on to the cart. Witchstalker refuses to get on such a cart. He will walk.
Thank Christ.
Who's Christ? Saint Christ.
Oh, no. Wait, I need to get
Saint Jesus of Heartbroken. Listen, moving on. I'm not gonna ding on that. It's fine.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Oh. Skillkeeper. First one I made eye contact with.
Alright. I will draw just a general shape of the cart. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop.
Which side is Witchstalker on?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
I mean, it's up to O.
Yeah, it would seem just probably like on the whatever flank heads deepest into the woods.
So this path, that would be the left side.
Okay, we're going over here then. No, wait. Yeah.
I don't have tokens for the...
What, you don't want to be beside me?
Scoots down 1 square.
Feels bad, man.
Okay, it's there. Okay, I might move up a bit further.
Hello, Tango. What is it? What do you want? What is it, child? What is it? Stop. Be gone. Hush. Be gone!
Thought!
I cast thee into the abyss. While the half mask does occupy Sonya's upper half of her face, the lower half is a traveler's scarf that accompanies her cowl. I'll make these tokens fucking later, but whatever. Just know that Sonya sits to the left of Varric, and then Abigail sits in the back of you guys. No, Tango, no. Can't be here. Gone.
You big weenie.
Gone.
Why is a big scaredy cat?
No, it's a dog.
Wolf.
Huh?
So,
Tanim is standing. He's got one leg hooked around something for stability, and he's got a bow in his hand, and he's got an arrow knocked.
the path is clear, so you guys don't need to worry about getting ambushed.
Alright.
It's 2 hours. In technicality, it would be a shorter time, but the road that you're traveling on is actually getting worked on through the night, which is why it's so protected. There's a number of checkpoints set up by the wayside guards to keep tabs on, well, anything that might try to attack the workers that are working on the road. So the entire way you guys are going, it is relatively well lit for, I don't know, probably 40% of it, which is better than 0% of it. And you guys see plenty of wayside guard teams and stuff like that. You guys even see Captain Pikes. He's like moving around between checkpoint to checkpoint, and eventually at one checkpoint, he just does like a holds up his hand like in greeting, and then continues talking to the guard.
I mirror his greeting.
Can I be working on the spells when we're trying?
That's what I imagine you guys are doing.
Yeah, okay, cool.
That's what I assume all the wizards are doing. You guys are doing nerd shit.
Alright.
Isn't that right, Tango? Bunch of nerds.
In
Shut up.
Fajaran, Tanim will say, so does anyone speak Fajaran?
Gesundheit.
I know the tongue you speak of. Sonya says in common. I don't speak it, but I know of it.
Interesting.
There's a different Farseer that speaks it. Perhaps
I
we'll meet
must-
him one day.
I'm looking forward to it.
Figure out what languages I know.
Tango, no, stop. Stop. He's behind my
I
fucking
know a
feet.
shit ton. I forgot about that.
Bo-bo-bo.
That cat goes wild.
He does. He's awake right now. That's fine. If there's time for him to be awake, it's now.
Fair enough.
As opposed to when I'm trying to go to fucking sleep like last night. Anyways, though. So, you guys travel through the night. Well, some of you working on spellbook stuff, some of you keeping watch, some of you just sort of chilling. Watching through the darkness. Eventually, you guys do get to the point at which Sonya just tells you to stop. Well, it tells Varric, basically, stop the car. So, as you guys may remember first entered today, this is the thing you're going to be touching up upon. Now, this is on my end. You guys will not be picking things. Not purposely so. You guys will tell me a quadrant or a direction or something like that. And then from there, it'll basically be like a game of, like Snake,
I want this one.
That one in particular.
Alright, that's the one that has 5 dragons in it, champ.
Are they nice dragons?
No, they're the fuck you sort of dragons.
Aww.
Anyways,
Running away is a viable strategy.
tactical retreat. But the point I'm trying to get to, is that Sonya's campsite will oversee relatively all of this, albeit most of them will be under some sort of thicket or brush or tree canopy or something like that.
Right.
So
I'm not able to call him like just long distance sniping.
That's something we'll get to in a moment. In narrative, however, bring it back. Sonya tells Varric to stop the cart because this entire area is like a pit, like a valley. It just has a sort of downward depression, like a college student. And then at the sort of apex of the curve is where Sonya tells Varric to stop and where she's going to set up shop. He stops. And then, somebody set up camp. Literally. It's not a permanent camp. I'm not talking about like legionary, shit in, the Isles of Man or anything like that. But it's more of a permanent camp than the thing you guys had last night. Where you're going to leave in the morning. You guys might be here for a good bit. So as a result, Sonya's going to set up for a decent bit. As a result, entrenchments get dug by Varric. Abigail does attempt to join him. He hands her a shovel, and they get digging in silence. Progress.
Not at all.
To her credit, Abigail keeps up. Because you guys know how Varric is. He's a master entrencher. She keeps up.
I'm going to take out my toolbox from the bag of holding and my cartographer's kit. And I'm going to use the lid of the toolbox as a drawing board. And for the time it takes the Farseer and everyone to set up camp, I would like to, with the aid of Yuila, attempt to draw a rough map of the valley.
Roll me your cartographer's tools with advantage. Keep in mind, it's pitch black right now, so you guys can't really see anything.
Yuila has night vision.
This is true. This is true, which is why I'm giving you, the chance to even do it in the first place.
Are we wanting to navigate? Because I have navigator's tools.
If you want to...
cartographer with advantage?
Roll a cartographer's tool. Just roll them straight, not with advantage, because you can't even see. And take out her dark vision only goes out some 100 feet or something like that. When it comes to so what's going to happen from hence on? The quality of the map Tana makes, it will determine the DC of the base DC of stuff when you're using the navigator's tools. So you roll well, base DC starts low. That being said, situational stuff can still fuck you up. Roll shit, and your base DC starts low, and then at some point, or starts high rather, and then it just gets worse.
Alright. Big money, no whammies. Fuck.
That sounds like a big whammy.
Aminius will use the inspiration card. It provides Aminius and then one person within visual range of choice inspiration.
Can I redo that in that case?
Oh, Aminius already has inspiration. She's gonna Aminius, he's gonna spend the inspiration to reroll, and then cash him. So mark down inspiration still.
He does also have a portent of 17.
This is true. Let's just use the portent actually.
Yeah.
That helps.
Who does have inspiration?
Yep.
I do not.
I do not.
I don't.
I don't think any of us do.
No.
Aminius does.
Last game.
Okay.
Nice.
If that's the case, then I'm gonna roll. Let's see, 1, 2. So I'm gonna roll 1d5, and then Aminius, because that's how you can transfer inspirations to each other. So bank them between each other. 1d5, 1 is Roshan, so Discord order, top down. 3. Sandra taking inspiration.
Hey.
Nice.
And Aminius gets an inspiration from the card as well as one ally of choice. Again, since Rebecca's not here, I'm just gonna roll again. If it's a 3, we ignore Sandra. 2. Alright. Samuel, gain inspiration.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, because these cards are gonna go away at the long rest.
What does that shit fucking do?
Alright.
So,
if I have a decent map, I'll also make a copy of that map if I have time.
oh no, yeah, you have time.
So I'll make a copy. I'll put the wait for it to dry, then put the copy away in my. I have a little scroll case, and then I'll pass the other one to Samuel since he mentioned Navigator's tools.
Perfect.
At the top of the sheet, you have something that says "Map of the Valley."
Mm-hmm.
Literal.
Mapita Valley. You guys core away brush around the site in order to, make a defensive perimeter. Sonya puts plenty of it to good use, making it a sniper's platform up in the upper branches of the large tree that you guys are perched up on. Tents get pitched, barrels get put down, a fire pit gets made.
An interesting side note: when Tanem draws the maps, he has a pen in both hands. He's drawing both simultaneously.
Wow. You're like a 3D printer. So, in technicality, you guys are not going to be. If you guys want to start at dawn, you guys won't have time for a long rest. At this point, it's probably like. Actually, let's see, 2 hour travel time, 1 hour. If you guys take a long rest now, it's like 2 a.m. You guys will begin, quote unquote, the day a couple hours past dawn. So, like, 9 o'clock or so.
That seems worth.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys.
And that can give us some time to scout and see if anything happens.
Yeah. I'm good resource-wise, so I don't mind helping on scouts and stuff if
Same.
need be.
And I only need to sleep 4 hours, so extra same.
Sonya remarks that you guys should not go scouting in the darkness.
Fine.
I can keep watch for one of them because I need to.
Sonya will keep watch for all of us.
Ah, okay, cool. What about would I finish my spells at this point?
You finish your spell, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
If you want to not take a long rest and finish copying the other spell, you can. But you might take a point of exhaustion. You might.
I mean, I've got full health, so I mean, it's not like.
A point of exhaustion, the first point gives you disadvantage on all ability checks.
Yeah, you don't want exhaustion.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
To be fair, for a wizard, it's not a huge deal.
You might not get exhaustion. I think the DC starts at 12, I think.
I thought it was 10.
It's 10.
10? Okay, yeah,
it's
DC
like a
10.
death save,
Honestly.
basically.
You have a 70% chance of success?
I'll just leave it for now. I've
Fair
got
enough.
a ton of other spells, so I can live.
You also have recover spell slots in case you use. I don't think you used any of them, but in case you did. So yeah, you guys take a long rest at like 2 a.m. Fire pit roar around you, and then Sonya says she's going to take the entire watch.
Cheers, Sonya.
The town? What town?
What?
Huh?
Of our current, the town you guys live in? Or
Yeah.
Driftweaver's Bay. This is when I roll Sonya's long distance scouting. There's a reason why they're called Farseers.
And Sandra do close distance scouting. Not scouting.
No.
Just keeping a watch. She doesn't need to sleep that much, so she's just bored.
Ooh.
If you want to go into the woods alone, that's fair game.
No. It's mostly just like keeping out for like nearby.
Alright, so that's gonna be a reveal at the end of the night how she is. Does anyone have anything you want to do in bed? Whatever. Traps, bait, inquiries of Sonya.
Nah. I'm gonna get my beauty sleep. Hey, I heard that stuff.
Just judging by what the campaign is, I would put some traps in obvious areas of entrance.
That's fair. You You basically set up a different, larger version of that first initial entrenchment position you set up that first time, where you killed that one scorn can by pushing him into the pit with air, and then butcher the shit out of him, and he got, living. Yeah, funny thing that. So yeah, you basically built a bigger version of that. And again, Sai's like literally just perched up on like this sort of nook that she built at the top of the top of the tree, this sort of platform, like a hunter's platform. In Tank County, you guys are allowed to stay up on watch if you guys want to. Not that I have any reason for saying that, but I'm just saying you can. Saya will take a watch regardless.
Roshan would definitely stay up, like, enough that he could still get a long rest.
Okay, you probably drop like a couple hours, I guess.
Same for Tandem.
Okay. I was gonna say something fun. Oh, that's what I was saying. Does the steed need to sleep?
So it is spirit, so technically no.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, right? I was like, because you could summon it, like just, and most of the time when something gets doesn't need sleep. Okay, so Witch Doctor and Sonya will be up all night.
So I'm just gonna stay up mostly to like, not fire her gun, but like, feel it out, I guess, if that's the terminology. It's a different pistol, she wants to be comfortable with it.
I'll time my watch.
So am I hearing this correct? You sleep with a pistol in your hand?
No, she's awake.
Sometimes it bees like that.
You meditate with a pistol in your hand.
Sure. Since whatever I'm saying.
Let's see. What happens in the night?
I'll time my watch to at the same time as Varric if he's taking one.
He's taking one. So is Abigail. I don't think any of you are surprised that she wants to take the same one as him. Couples counseling with Tandem.
Wow.
It's a Tandem hour.
The watches are shorter this time around. They don't go for like 3 or 4 hours, just a couple. Especially since you have Witch Stalker and Sonya just there. One doesn't need sleep, the other one you're not sure requires it 100%.
Which honestly, that energy could go for either of them.
Exactly. Tango, stop. Claw my shorts. Chill. So, what's the watch order? It could be up to 4 if you guys are only going a couple hours.
I'll take the last one.
Alright, good talk. Sandra takes last.
I'll go first.
Rushing goes first. Varric / Abigail goes second, Jose. Tandem, you intending to stick with him?
Yep.
Okay.
Third wheel?
Third wheel? If no one takes third watch, then it's fine. Again, 2 constant watchers going the entire time.
I can jump in if it
Alright,
needs
why
to
does it take third watch? So, first watch, Russian, it is you, Witch Stalker, and Sonya. Sonya's like looking through like a telescope. And it's something to note that Sonya can see in the dark. You don't necessarily know how or how far, but she obviously can, the way she moves around in the darkness.
Mostly while he's on watch, he just wants to, like, get a feel for the earth. Like, smell the grass, or the ground, listen to it. Like, that way, if later something is different from the normal, he would know the reason.
Your fair concerns of your camp literally getting dug underneath are noted. Roll me Either survival, religion, or investigation. Oh yeah. Alright, you don't necessarily listen to like the dirt or Earth speaking to you or anything, but you just know how it is. How it be. Because sometimes it be like that. The witch doctor like comes up behind you, like you're like crunching some dirt in your grass, like comes up behind you. If they dig under us, I will chase them. In doing so, they will lead me back to their hideout.
This could be a good strategy. Be careful, friend. These ones are smart enough to use tools.
They're smart enough to know that they will die.
Indeed, in time.
Switch Soccer goes back over to the fire and just sits down in front of it. Got something.
Oh.
Sonya says it's down from her perch.
You would go over like as quietly as possible.
She begins climbing down the tree. She gives you
What is it you found, sister?
She gives you a telescope. Or monoscope, or whatever the fuck it's called. You look through it, and it does actually see through the darkness.
Yeah.
All the way out.
Yeah.
She has a certain distance dark vision. This thing has long distance dark vision. She points your direction off. You guys are free to mark this map, by the way. I have some GM markings on it, but you guys are free to mark it. She points off in the direction. I can just. So imagine that your guys' camp is set up. Do like a really shitty X. It's somewhere like pitch deck right here. On the bottom there. She points off in that direction.
Okay, yeah, I would through and see if I see it.
Roll perception at advantage. Ooh! Ooh! Double 22.
Nice.
3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 22s.
That looks very nice.
She points off in a direction. Notes. Do you see the hill that peeks out from there? There's a series of clustered trees at the top of it. Ones that stick out above the rest. Look really carefully. I'm seeing movement amongst its boughs. And you do so. And you see 2 humanoid creatures that you're like, it's hard to tell through the darkness, but then eventually just through sort of the silhouette sort of painted them, because they keep moving around through to the very top of the tree and stuff like that. You sort of see that their tops illuminated by moonlight. They appear to be bugbears. 2 of them.
He would definitely take like extra interest in this. Oh, all the way out here?
Something unknown, to be certain.
Have you seen them before here?
Here, no. Deeper in, definitely. But out here, no.
Just kind of like thinks about it for a second. They wouldn't align themselves with Scornkin.
Sign is drinking from flask. Clasps it back. Close it. Tucks it away. They don't have to align themselves with Scornkin. They can just be coexisting. Killing each other, hopefully. Regardless, Does mean walking above ground now has some threats to it. I'm sure you know the capabilities of bugbears.
Indeed. It seems likely that we will fall prey to an ambush.
She nods. She reaches onto like sort of pouch that's like sort of like tucked onto her side, like literally like on her hip, and she pulls out this sort of canister, this sort of container. It's semi-cylindrical. It has like defined corners. It's more like a hexagon of anything. It goes probably, I don't know, 8 inches long. Has like a 1.5 inch diameter. She hands it to you. I was gonna give you guys this in the morning, but I might as well give.
Oh, my thanks, sister, but what is it?
It's a flare. I won't be able to keep tabs on where you guys are during all. Keep watch on our camp as well as the rest of the land. So, when you guys need help, I might be looking, but if you want to better ensure it, pop the flare.
Odds. Should we need you, we would call.
For that.
But hopefully we do not have to compromise your position.
She shrugs. Won't be my first time holding a prepare position, though. She holds out a hand to receive the telescope back.
He gives it to her and just like grabs her hand and like shakes it.
You should wake up the next watchman. Get some rest. He's climbing back up.
And just before she goes, be like, should we come in contact with them? Perhaps we may be able to show them the benefits of peace.
The bugbears.
Yes, Margin's children, one and all, the same as we are.
Certainly don't think they worship Margin, but if you wish to attempt to, be my guest. Just beware of their betrayal. That actually means climbing up.
I'm gonna go back and wake up the next person.
You wake up a series of people with this. Varric, Abby, and Danum.
And you just let him know what he saw, the situation, how the dirt smells.
She didn't see anything this watch.
Other than bugbears.
I will make sure to keep my ears peeled.
Witchdoctor is still chilling by the fire. He notes the change of watch, or change of guards rather. By that, he goes back to looking out into the darkness that across the valley. You guys just sort of sit down. Taking watch.
I tap Varric on the shoulder.
He's like in the middle of brewing. He looks over at you. What is it?
A word, if you don't mind.
We're having words right now, Tandem. What is it?
As you wish. If I overstep, please forgive me. It is not my intent. Just know that silence can cut deeper than any axe. Do not be so quick to cut down the tree that gives you shade. Even words of anger can be water. That is all I will say. For now, I'll take a quick round. I'll stand up and I'll do a perimeter search.
As you stand up, Abba's like, Tam, you could stay. She comes over to where you and Varric are sitting. We talk. He holds you like this metallic stirring rod. Don't let the brew overboil.
I'll see to it.
And the two of them walk a bit into the darkness, but still within campfire light. They're not crazy enough to go into full darkness. Even though Abigail has 120 feet of dark vision, but whatever.
I try to not listen in, and I'll focus my attention on the... Was it brew?
The brew. Yeah. Potion brew.
Yes.
Witch doctors are there by the fire as well. You sort of note the brew, note the warg, note the darkness, note the sky. Stirring the brew when it needs to get stirred to prevent it from boiling over. Moving it away from the fire if need be, stuff like that. Now, the question is, I'm not sure if Abigail's actually trying to be stealthy. Let's roll a 1d2. 2 for stealthy, 1 for not. Let's find out. Let's go. There you go. Not so stealthy. Okay. I won't do the entire conversation between the two of them. But, it is an apology from Abigail's end. And Varric is Varric. He's not one for words, even at the best of most talkative of times. It doesn't say too much even now. But it is a sincere apology, at least at initial tone and face value. This is actually a time I have to roll persuasion from an NPC, isn't it? Not so great. Feels bad, man. Oh well.
Did we have inspiration?
I
think some of you are asleep, though, aren't you?
Oh wait, they're right. They were asleep.
Can I let them have inspiration?
You're asleep,
yeah,
motherfucker. That's not how this works. That some of you has some reason why she has advantage against a not angry, but just sad Varric. And don't say it because they're in a relationship. I think that's sort of the problem. So don't say it.
Because he wants.
Yeah, if anything, that might be disadvantage at this point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a case either way. So
because he wants to forgive her and accept her apology.
That's why it's advantage. But there's also disadvantage, and advantage and disadvantage cancel out, don't they?
Crap.
So, try as you might, Tandem, you do end up overhearing bits and pieces of it. After a few minutes of talking, like, Varric just begins asking a lot of questions to Abigail. To which she says, like, I'll answer anything. But he does ask, like, when did Lena find out? How long has this secret been a thing? Which is, the answer is literally since we first met, since we first got here, beyond when we first got here, stuff like that. Stuff like that. At the end of it, Varric says that he's not angry. To which she says, it's really hard to tell that you aren't. But go on. He didn't say he's angry, but he does say he's frustrated, and he's, just plain disappointed. Both in her and himself.
That's so much worse.
It really is. In literally every way possible.
Should I just roleplay this chat out for you guys to, just eat popcorn at?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no.
So that's a yes.